I can get started for today's video, where I'm going to be showing you guys more about Code Guppy. I know it's 12:55 a.m., but I'm still awake, so yeah. Let me go over here to Google, and here's Code Guppy. Uh, okay, and here is the thing. Hopefully, you guys can see my screen still, though. It's kind of like not the full way, but hopefully, you guys can still see my screen, and my time is still running properly. So here it is, and there's a function called function enter where I want to show you guys how that works. So I'm gonna write function enter, and I'm gonna do this. And actually this saves automatically, so you don't need to worry about that. And then you can just write background. Then you can oops, and then just type in this, and then write you want a blue background. And so function enter, whenever you press enter, the play button, the background will appear as blue. So let's see if this works. And it works. You don't need to worry about making a canvas. Let me bring myself over here. You don't need to worry about, at all about things such as minimizing your screen, um, or no, I mean like making a canvas. You don't need to worry about that because the canvas is already there. And even function enter, okay, it's as simple as this. You don't even need to write function setup. Just as simple as writing function enter will work for you. Background blue, you don't need to type in the RGB for it. Just type in the color that you want. It's that simple and it's that easy. You don't need to even know RGB. So I think this is an easier way. And there's my brother, by the way. He's behind camera. So yeah. If you want to continue, let's you can actually full screen just the code. Then I'm gone now. Let me bring myself. I can move myself to here. But this is actually a little bit different than P5.js because there are some things you have to get used to. For example, the function enter and the background blue. But it's just a bit more to that, depending on how flexible you are. Okay, it will depend. So let's continue looking at this. We also had a function loop, function draw planets. So again, you don't need an RGB. You can just tell so here's, but you want more to this, right? Okay, so this is just like a sketch in P5.js where you have your function enter. Can you add your own variables? Yes, you can add your own variables. I want to show you guys other things, okay? Things such as maybe adding music or adding your own background. By adding your background, I mean this, okay? Either you have really two main options. You can either choose a color background or you can choose you can either customize your own background depending on RGB colors. That's what the guy did with the spaceship or the solar system one that I found on Reddit. But also for the one where let's say you want to use an animate or a background that's already there for you, you don't need to do this step instead. Well, I mean you can either just type in background or I'm gonna show it to you. You can add a new scene, so there's a button to add a new scene right over here. It's called new scene. You can name your scene, and you can also you have two names: rename the scene or delete the scene. This is a bit similar to the p5.js function that you can find as well that I think we're all familiar with, which I've been showing you guys how to use images and using sounds. So let's get into that a little bit. Just to make this video a bit more interesting than just a canvas. Okay, so and that's fine. I don't need a camera now. We got backgrounds here. We got lots of backgrounds to choose from. We got winter, we even got our own trees background. So we even have our own spaceship background. Just really cool. We have patterns as well. If you want an abstract one, you can choose that as well. So you can click on it to make it abstract. And then we also have different colors. So this is kind of where you can even choose which colors you want. So if you click on blue, these are all the types of blue ones: aqua, cyan, light cyan, pale turquoise, aquamarine turquoise, medium turquoise, dark turquoise, cadet blue, steel blue, light steel blue, powder blue, light blue, sky blue, light sky blue, deep sky blue, dodger blue, cornflower blue, medium steel blue, royal blue, blue, medium blue, dark blue, navy blue, and midnight blue. So this is kind of the one we chose. If we hit play, it's over there. This and this is kind of the same one. It kind of looks like the same. And If we drag it there and let's say we delete, we don't need to actually do that because we already put it in there. You can just click and drag it. It's that simple. For example, what happened? Did I delete? Oh, I put that there. I don't need that one. Here, let me now let me show you guys how to add a background. Okay. Um, let me delete this because I don't want to waste lines. I need to learn how to do that. Okay. Now let's say you want to add maybe this. All you need to do and just put where you want to add it. Maybe at line 3, right? And now and hit play again. Loading. You have your person. Okay. And let me bring myself over here. You have your person over here to the right of the screen, and you have your own sprite, and she's moving. Your little radio, girl, adventure girl, idol, and it even has your own coordinates 400, 300, and 0.5. So this is XYZ to make it look 3D. It's 3D for you. Okay, 400 is the X, 300 is the Y, and point 5 is the Z. So you can even play around with 3D, which is kind of cool, I'd say. You can always obviously change the coordinates. So Adventure Girl that idol is the sprite, and then after that it says the coordinates. And so her name as well is also in those little comma marks, quotation marks. So yeah, you can kind of see that. Okay, now let's maybe add some other stuff. Now let's add our music. We can add our music really what we want. So I'm gonna add it here. Now I'm gonna refresh. And boom, we have 8-bit intro music. Okay, now what else can we do? So again, we chose our blue background from there. But what if, and then we have commands, and it's saved. So even if you leave, and this is what I want to show you, it's untitled. I'm gonna call this actually, you can always name it later. I'll name it later. But where's the other thing I wanted to show you guys? Where's that? Oh, here it is. Here's the background. Let's say you don't want a blue background, okay? So I'm gonna take away this line away. What if instead you wanted an autumn background? Just drag it to where you'd want, and background is now autumn. It's that simple. What if you wanted to do? What if you wanted? What if you wanted two? Can you have two? Nope. You cannot have two. As a matter of fact, I think it's the one that's later towards the code or something that'll only be selected. You can't have two. You can only have one. Obviously, why would you want more than one background? I mean, to kind of think, would that even be in your list? You can delete your code from there. So now let me just kind of space my code out a bit. To here. And that's pretty much it. Okay, this is again like the function background kind of thing. So generally p-fetches will kind of start out like this. So yeah. And this is as soon as you hit enter, okay? You don't need to separate into two separate functions. You don't need a
Can you draw?
Can you draw?
Yeah.
Like draw what?
Like, can you, instead of typing, can you just draw with mouse?
I don't know what you're talking about. Okay, so
You're dummies.
so now I just all we do is click on Untitled, and I'm gonna call it my first what? What do we call these things? What's the about page? I don't know what to call my first Code Guppy project. I'm gonna call it that. Again, you don't need to save it auto saves, but it's just good to do whatever you want for Code Guppy sketch. And now I think we did most of it, and now I'm going to hit save a copy. You can make more than one function as well. Get to that later. And that is basically I shouldn't have hit save a copy. So is it there now? I have more than one copy of it. Yeah, now I have more than one. I'm gonna delete this one then, because I don't want more than one. And
No,
if you want, it's code Guppy. So if you want to delete your current program, you just type in the word prune. I'm gonna do mine in all caps. I think you should word for lowercase as well because I don't think this is case sensitive. So I just type in the text box. It's always the same word. I think generally for me it's always been prune. Maybe for you it might be a different fruit or a different word. So I just type it in. So if you want to trash your current project, I know this is a little weird, but and just click OK, and it'll take you back to the tutorial page. And now it's gone. Now I have my copies, and yeah, you can even look if you click at hold on, and then click download. They even have books, programming books, which you can preview over. You search for code Guppy books, or it'll take you to on the download section. Just click download. And then I feel like if you go to the new tab, you can also go ahead and see I saved it there, a bookmark it. So yeah, these are our sketches. So I think that's basically it for this video. I got into the basics of using CodeGuppy. Hopefully you learned a little bit to it. So I think then you guys are pretty much easy. Now obviously for this to be a prefab dish, you'll need to have the image already saved in some way or downloaded. It's not gonna come straight to you from something, but CodeGuppy has it for you. So I find it a little bit more, I don't know, I guess, I don't know. But however in PFWJs it's a bit more straightforward. But it's in the end it's kind of the same thing, okay? You don't need to worry about a canvas. You don't need to worry about as much stuff, okay? Even though in PFWJs it was already there for you. So besides just the function enter, which I taught you guys how to use, can you use more than one function? Sure, you can create your own functions, which you should be doing all the time. And even if you went to the command place, which I've showed you before in the previous video, watch that. It's also in this playlist. And in that video, I showed you guys how to actually I'll show it to you guys one more time here. If we go back to let's go back and then I'll end this video. I don't want to keep the runtime too long. I know you're all busy. If you're not, then well, then you're not. And my first code Guppy sketch, I'm gonna click on that and I really wanted to make this video sooner, but I couldn't find time to make it before. And I only wrote 5 lines of code, but so what? And they'll leave another one just in case one gets started. So if you clicked, I think this one. So oh yeah, this one's music. This one's sprites, backgrounds. I need to get used to this commands in the home. So in the commands right here, it'll tell so s equals hello. So it says this. You're giving s a value equals hello. If else if so events color. So yeah, you guys remember the no stroke and the no fill? I think you guys can even drag this and you can place it there. And then let's say if you hit play. But but that's for fill, for shapes especially. We don't have any shapes in here, so we don't really need to do it. So you can get shapes here: point, circle, ellipse, rectangle, line. It's kind of the same thing you've seen before. Background, sprite. These are your medias. What else? uh, Events. So yeah, these are some of functions. Function mouse pressed, function double clicked, function device moved. So these are some really interesting functions. Function. You can even play around with these functions. You could put something when this function happens, and then maybe see what it reacts to. Function key pressed. So this is very simple, and I love this code Guppy thing. So I'm just gonna go home and yeah, that's basically it. Actually, that's it. Code Guppy. Yeah, that's it. Okay.
But why does your tycoon look?
Yeah, that's basically it. Hopefully you enjoyed this video and you learned a little bit more about Code Guppy. Again, there are a bunch of tutorials you can start on your own because Code Guppy has a lot to offer and a lot. when that happened. And a lot. I didn't click it though. And a lot to teach. So start getting, if you haven't already created any kind of code copy, please start. Again, if you find people that just a little bit challenger for you, even though I've made a bunch of videos and shortly, you must have gotten the hang of somewhat, I guess. But if you didn't and you're looking for something easier, if you're new to my channel, I would say let's stay with Code Guppy because I'm about to start. Okay, because I showed you the basics. Today was the first day I actually started learning about it a bit more. So yeah, you guys can join the ride with me with coding and Code Guppy. With sing now. Leave a like for the video if you found this helpful, and as always, don't forget to stay subscribed with all notifications on. And another video with Code Guppy will be coming soon, and maybe another one PFLHS, but who knows? We'll see. And I'll see you